You guys seem to have loved the first sniping filters video we dropped about a week and a half ago, and with the Clash of Titans SBC along with the Road to the Knockouts team number 2, there's a bunch more filters that can work out and make us a ton of profit. We are going to hop straight into the video, but before we do, we're going to shoot for 600 likes on today's video. That would be absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and check out the first sniping filter that we've got. Now, with the new squad building challenges, we've seen Eredivisie cards have risen quite a bit, whether it's a common card, even silvers, up to the rare cards. With that being said, I think the commons have the best filters. What you can actually do is you can go gold, common, in goalkeeper, or you can even just go gold, goalkeeper, although there's not as much profit to be made with the rare goalkeepers. But let's just go ahead and set it right there, and we're going to see what the cheapest card on the market currently is. And as you guys can see, it looks like it's about 950 coins. And at 800, there are none on the market. So you got to remember, at about this price, you're looking at about 50 coin tax, okay? And you're looking to make at least 100 coins per card. So if you're selling them each for a minimum of 950, and that's the cheapest of all of them in Vogo, and it seems like Drawmel is also decently cheap, then we can end up getting ourselves one of the better ones that go for maybe 1,200 up to 2,000 coins. But let's just set our filter at 800 coins, and we're going to try to get some for cheaper than that. And on our first search right there, guys, we got one at 550. We didn't end up getting it. Somebody else sniped it before we did. But it basically proves that these cards do pop up a decent bit. And even if you're making 100 coins per card, guys, that adds up pretty quickly. If you're able to snipe, 5 of those in a minute, that's 500 coins that minute that you just made, and you're making 1,000 coins every 2 minutes, which is a pretty solid ratio. If you're making 30K an hour off of sniping, that's decent. You can definitely make more if you're getting online at the perfect time of the day, maybe sometime around 6 p.m. UK when there's a ton of supply on the market, when there's new demand. There's another Mvoga that's 100 coin profit again. So we'll take that. And right now I'm sniping really late at night as well, so that you're not going to see quite as many pop up as you would during the day. So you might only get 3 per minute right now, while you get 7 or 8 per minute in the middle of the day. So that's our first filter right there. Stecklenburg just popped up, and unfortunately we couldn't get that one either. I'm very slow right now with my snipes, but I'd rather make sure you guys see these filters rather than I make profit during the 10 to 15 minutes that I record the video. I have plenty of time to make profit when I'm not recording. So gold, common, Barcelona is our next filter that we can do. And so we're going to set our filter at gold common, simply go over to La Liga Santander, scroll over to Barcelona, and Serginho Dest is actually kind of low as a gold rare, and you're not really looking at a ton of profit on that card. So we go with the gold common to get rid of cards like Serginho Dest. That way we can snipe some of these non-rare golds for 300, 400, 500, not have to worry about those rare golds that pop up, and you don't really make too much profit on those cards. So it looks like they sell for 950 coins right now as well, so we can set our filter at 800 and snipe away for those cards. Ricky Puig just popped up at 800 in the first couple of searches. We'll see how long it takes us to see another card pop up with this filter. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, but as I said, it is pretty late at night, and my fingers just not too quick with the snipes today. Umtiti 750. And here's the thing, guys, when you're sniping on FIFA 22, there are going to be filters that end up making you well over 1,000 coins per minute, and then there's going to be filters that you see cards pop up like this every couple of seconds, and we finally got one right there, but they're not going into your club. You're not getting them. You're not being successful with the snipes. Sometimes it's because you're slow. Sometimes it's because there's actually bots on the market. People have set up bots to snipe cards, make generate profit, and then they sell those accounts and stuff. And then they, it's basically a whole business at this point. But if you're seemingly not getting any of the snipes on a certain card or a certain filter, I would move on to one of the other filters in the video, because if they're not, if you're not being successful, there's a good chance that there is a bot on that filter, and you're just not gonna get any of those cards. You can't compete with a computer when it comes to sniping, unfortunately. So that's another filter right there. We made a few hundred coins, but let's move on to our third filter of the video, which is going to be gold common Eredivisie. We're going back to the Eredivisie. As I said earlier, we looked at the gold goalkeepers, but we can actually just go with gold common in the league, and that's all you have to set, because right now every single gold card that's common in the entire league sells for at least 750, and it probably sells for 800. Let me go ahead and update the filter and see if it's selling for 800 right now. And whether you're watching this video today or maybe in a few days, the prices are going to change a little bit. Maybe one or two of these filters ends up being outdated and the cards go back to close to discard and you're not able to snipe for any profit. But right there, you can see you're pretty much selling every single card for 800. That card got listed 20 minutes ago. There's nothing that got listed more than 20 minutes ago that's still on the market. They've all been bought. So at 800, they all sell. So if you got it at 650, you're looking at about 40 coin tax, which means that you're making over 100 coin profit on every single card that you snipe on this filter. And as for gold commons, you can get them as low as 350 coins on a snipe. Right now, I am just not winning any of these cards, though. Wow, and I was pretty quick on that one. The Boscagli, center back from France, probably sells for a decent bit more than 800 coins, I'd imagine, given the fact that he's an off-league French card. With the Clash of Titans SBC, that Boscagli is probably going for like 2K. Unfortunately, not able to snag any of these cards. Never mind, we got one. We got one. And we'll list that card up for 800 coins right there. Let's move on to some of the higher budget filters of the video. One of them is going to be special, and then this one's going to throw you off. If you had to guess which country, you're not going to get it right. We're actually going to go to Mali. There's two cards on this filter, and they go for about the same price, which is exactly what you're looking for on a filter. You've got yourself the gold, or you've got yourself the silver team of the week, Kone, and then you've also got Traore, which is the UECL's, the Conference League Road to the Knockouts card. And since the Silver Stars have these Silver Team of the Weeks up in price, and the UEFA Conference League cards, some of them are awfully cheap, like this Traore, they're going for pretty similar prices. So you can set your filter at about 22,000 coins and just snipe away. You'll make a little bit more profit if you snipe the Conference League card Traore, but you'll take your profit on the Silver Team of the Week as well. And this works really, really well when it's around 6 p.m. UK, because people are getting their packs from the daily SBC. If it's a Tuesday or a Thursday, you've got the marquee matchups, and all that supply hits the market at the same time. So you're able to not only snipe these cards for really, really low, but you're able to get them as an investment as well, because they dip down pretty low at that time of the day. We ended up missing one of those Team of the Week cards for 21K, but we would end up making like 2,000 or 3,000 coins on that card had we been able to snipe it. So that's another filter that you guys can use, more of a medium budget on that filter. Next up, we're going to go ahead and keep this special on. We're going to head over to Bundesliga. We're going to look at Bayern Munich, because there's a couple of different special cards at about the exact same price, which Sabitzer is not one of them. So we're going to go ahead and put on gold team of the week so that we can get rid of that Sabitzer. We've got Thomas Muller, and we've got Gnabry, who is a right mid, and he's 86 rated. So Muller's actually about the same price as Gnabry on the dot right now, which is perfect for our filter. Muller's not in packs, but people have him as investments for team of the week, and they might get impatient and just list him for 22, 21, 20,000 coins. Gnabry is in packs, so you will be able to see a lot more cards get listed closer to discard for him. And it's pretty crazy to see the 86 rated informed Gnabry listed for this low. I mean, he's 23,000 coins already this year. The market is in shambles. And there you have it. There's a few Gnabrys getting listed right now. So we'll set our filter. We're looking at about 1,000 coin tax here. So maybe at 21.5 to make sure that we make ourselves at least 500 to 1,000 coins per card, even if it pops up at 21.5 exactly. But earlier I was seeing a lot of cards for about 18, 19. 1,000 coins for Gnabry pop up, which is kind of our goal to get those cards. The profit will add up very quickly if they start popping up for that price. So that's a good one. And the reason we don't go with special is because Sabitzer is quite a bit lower in price than the other cards, like Muller and Gnabry, but it's not ridiculously lower. So if you want to go and try to add Sabitzer to the filter, you can set it at special and Bayern Munich, sniper 16k and lower. You might get lucky and see a Gnabry pop up. That's very realistic. A Muller might pop up. You're going to see mostly Sabitzer pops up. And there's always, you know, some cards that are much more expensive in the same filter that you might end up getting. And I think Joshua Kimmich is one of those cards. He's got an inform as well as the Upamecano and the Sane. If they end up getting min listed, you could get lucky, find the jackpot card. Next up, we're going to go over to UEL RTTK. So it's going to be the UEFA Europa League, and it's going to be the orange card, I believe. And then we're going to go over to Ligue 1. So it's going to be the French league. There's a couple of cards on this filter. Let's take a look at them. You've got Amavi and Diatta. So these two cards are great for a filter because they go for about the same price, and the margin of profit is very, very nice. So you just got to find what they're going for currently. Right now, it's about 37,000 coins. And as you guys can see, they go for the exact same price, which is perfect. It's exactly what we're looking for. That's pretty cheap on Amavi. Those stats are not bad at all. There's one for 36,500. We might set our filter at somewhere around 35. And always check these cards. Don't just blindly start sniping for the exact same price that I've been sniping for, because the market will end up moving. And Diatta might be 33,000 coins while Amavi's 36, and you'll see more Diattas pop up than Amavi's, so on and so forth, guys. And for all these filters, I forgot to mention, you can bid on all these cards as well. If you don't see yourself finding a lot of snipes, and right now I've been doing pretty miserably with my snipes, if you don't seem to see a lot of success there, you can always set the filter at a very similar max price as you would set it at the max buy now, and just see some of these cards. They're going for, you know, you got some bids here for minimum price. They're obviously going to see outbids unless you're very lucky, and they'll get up to maybe 33, 34k, and then you can snag them still for a 2,000 to 3,000 coin profit per card. You can just go ahead and mass bid on them as well, and if your coins just randomly go up out of nowhere, you might say, okay, well, I just got outbid. Let's go ahead and take a look at our transfer targets. And even while you are sniping, you can find cards on your transfer targets simply by clicking triangle, so you can keep an eye on them this way. That's a really good feature of the transfer market, which has been around for a while, but some people don't know it. 6 minutes right there is the most recent one. Another bidding tip: if there's, like, you know, time remaining at 48 minutes, you can actually click square or whatever the left button is for Xbox, and there's a lot more bids actually popping up than what you're finding when you search. You can see, you know, this Amavi going for 35k, 32k. This wasn't popping up a minute ago when we were searching them. So go ahead and get on those bids on the compare price. Like 35,000 coins, it's not a bad deal, right? And there's quite a few of them right there for that filter. So let's see how much he's going for again, just to make sure. And it is about 37,000 coins. So if you get him for 34 on bid, you know, you're making a good, you know, 1.5 thousand coin profit on that card. So we'll take that. So if the snipes aren't working, bids are always an option as well. Another sniping filter, because of the new Bernardo Silva SBC, is simply Road to the Knockout sniping. This one's tough, but there's so many cards that end up popping up. There's so many different options. So despite the fact that you're going to miss out on a lot of these snipes, once you get one, I mean, it shouldn't take too long, just because there's so many cards that could pop up, like Alex Teixeira, Gravenberch. There's a couple more as well. These might be the cheapest right now, but there are quite a few at the low point that I saw popping up a minute ago. We got Wilson Manafa is another card. Lucas Verissimo, there's another one. So there's already 4 of them right there. There might be a couple more going for about 25,000 coins right now. So there's quite a few different options that could end up popping up on this filter. There is a little bit of competition on it because of the fact that you're looking at a filter that's pretty much needed for an SBC, so anybody doing that SBC might be also trying to do this filter. But we just got a Lucas Verissimo. I'll list it for 24,000 coins. Take that 1,000 coin profit right there. And then we got this Gravenberch, which obviously I didn't get because I went for that Verissimo, but that has a shadow card on it. So if they have shadow cards on them or hunter cards, stuff like that, it does add value to the card. So if you snipe it, take a look at the position, take a look at the chemistry style on these cards, because it does play a big factor to their price. Like if you found yourself a Gravenberch with a hunter card at striker, it's a very weird combination for sure, but it goes for a lot more than what the base card would, because there might be somebody out there that needs him in that position because of how they've built their team, and they'll just change it in game. You don't want to be playing him at striker in a normal match, but there's a lot of times where I've put, Ben Yedder at CDM in my squad just to get links, and then he plays striker once I change my tactics in game. So that's another really nice filter right there. I believe I've got one more for you guys, and we'll go back to the lower budget. We're going to go gold common, and we're going to go France at center back. And I believe this is the last filter for you guys today. So if you did enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like. As I said, we're shooting for 600 likes on today's video. That would be absolutely amazing. So this is one of those filters that you're going to be looking at, 100 coin profit per card at the minimum. And then if you get it at discard price, which you could end up getting, and it looks like they have dropped just a little bit in price, so I think this might be one of those filters that's going to start becoming out of date pretty soon. Earlier today, these cards were going for about 1,000 coins. They're already down to about 650, so they're down about 300 coins. The cheapest ones you can get there, but you can still snipe it until it gets down to about, I'd say, 500 to 550. Once they get lower than that, there's not really enough profit margins for it to be worth your time. But if you're watching this video early enough, you could probably still use it. But I'd say in about a week, unless there's another squad building challenge that raises the price of these videos, we just got one right there, Salmaro, we'll list it for 700 coins. Take our 150 coin profit on that card and move on to the next. But if you're watching this a week from now and the filter's just not really relevant anymore, that might happen. Just move on to one of the other filters that we talked about in this video. Plenty to choose from. That's why I include so many filters in the same video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, we're shooting for 600 likes, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. There's actually about 68% of viewers that watch my videos that aren't subscribed. So if you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate that. Make sure to slap that sub button. We did just hit 128,000 subscribers, so we've been growing. And I really appreciate you guys that have been showing that support. Anyways, guys, I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.